Welcome to Chilean Slang Explained, a podcast that will help you to better understand your Chilean friends. And now, here is your host Marco Fierro.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis, po weón? Welcome to the first episode of this new podcast. Me llamo Marco, soy profesor de español, believe it or not, from Chile, and I'll be hosting this podcast where you will learn and better understand Chilean slang, Chilenismos. If that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. And in this episode, we'll study what un manjar is. Have you heard that word before?
No, what's that?
Well, if not, let's get started. Vamos, weón. Let's have a look at manjar. This is a word that you have probably heard in standard Spanish because it's not specific to Chile. But in my country, it has a different meaning. Manjar, if you look it up in the dictionary, is defined as comida exquisita, delicious food. That's it. So why would I bother to explain that? Can you describe food as manjar in Chile? Certainly you can. But that sounds kind of fancy if you say manjar with the meaning I just explained. So Chile has two other meanings for manjar I want to discuss. The first meaning is related to a sweet substance that is normally known as dulce de leche in other countries, caramel spread. Caramel spread is known as dulce de leche, that's the standard name. If you go to Colombia, they know it as arequipe or cajeta in Mexico. But in Chile, caramel spread, we call it manjar, a substance made of milk and sugar. We eat manjar with bread and cake normally, and even fruits. Yummy, qué rico.
Yummy.
And the second meaning is related to a video that became viral a few years ago. In this video, there is an old man, this kind of old guy who you can say by their face that they have alcoholic problems, un borracho, and he's drinking from a Coca-Cola bottle. But he's not drinking Coca-Cola because he's at work. He's drinking wine from this Coca-Cola bottle to deceive his supervisors. So he's drinking wine and he finishes and he says with a voice like having an orgasm.
Un manjar.
Un manjar. That became an expression that people use when they are enjoying their drink. Un manjar. Or maybe some other substance. So, un manjar. After drinking some alcohol. With that intonation precisely. Un manjar. That's why if you're in a carrete, a party, un carrete, you might hear some people saying that after some drink. Un manjar. So let's recap. Manjar in standard Spanish is delicious food. But in Chile is referred to caramel spread or also
Un manjar.
Un manjar. With that intonation is something you say after you drank some alcohol. As a reference to Mr. Un Manjar. He even got his own reggaeton song after that viral video. And that's all for today. Gracias por escuchar Chilean Slang Explained. I really hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please subscribe and help me spread the word about this podcast. Espero que tengas una buena semana. Esto fue Chilean Slang Explained. Nos vemos en la próxima ocasión. Chao, chao.